What is China? The People's Republic of China, commonly known as China, is located in East Asia. It borders 14 nations, more than any other country in the world. It is the most populous state in the world, with over 1.3 billion citizens. While the world population is 6.8 billion, that means out of every 5 people in the world, 1 is Chinese. After a period of foreign occupation and civil war, the Communist Party of China, led by Mao, gained the control of mainland China in 1949 and established the People's Republic of China. The modern China of today is as much shaped by its past as it is rapidly abandoning old ways and looking to the future. While many of its big cities are comparable to any in the West, the underlying culture is still vastly different. Traveling outside large urban areas also highlights the growing disparity between rich and the poor. Most married couples in China are subject to the one-child policy, which was introduced in 1979 to curb massive population growth. It is believed to have prevented more than 300 million births since then. Another consequence of the policy has been the emergence of so-called little emperors. A generation of self-centered consumers has developed. While the Chinese education system has rapidly developed, there remains a heavy emphasis on passing exams. The upshot of this is that exams dictate the curriculum. While Chinese students can master and memorize incredible amounts of knowledge and information, they often lack the ability to critically think, develop their own opinions, and engage in creative activities. Due to the propensity for preferring sons over daughters, China is facing a large population imbalance, with currently around 120 boys born for every 100 girls. By 2020, there will be 30 million more men than women. Economy. Since economic opening up and reform policy began in 1978, China's economy has grown 90 times bigger and is the fastest growing major economy in the world. China's annual average GDP growth is predicted to be 9.5% for the period of 2011 to 2015. It is the world's largest exporter and the second largest importer of goods. It is also now the world's second biggest consumer of luxury goods. It now has the world's second largest GDP at about $6 trillion, 40% of the United States. Although its per capita income of $4,300 is still low and puts China behind roughly 100 countries, China's growth has been uneven when comparing different geographic regions and the rural and urban areas. Development has also been mainly concentrated in the eastern coastal regions, while the remainder of the country are left behind. In the past decade, China's cities expanded at an average rate of 10% annually, a scale unprecedented in human history. China is a country crazy for skyscrapers to show its economic booming. More than 200 skyscrapers are being built here now. Within the next 3 years, there will be 1 skyscraper completed every 5 days in China, which will make the total 800 in 5 years' time, 4 times as many in the States. China is the world factory. 1 out of every 3 household appliances, 3 toys, 2 pairs of shoes, 2 shirts are made in China. It has now become the world's largest energy consumer, but relies on coal to supply about 70% of its energy needs. Leading Chinese environmental campaigners have warned that water pollution is one of the most serious threats facing China now. Yet with $34.6 billion invested in clean technology in 2009, China is the world's leading investor in renewable energy technologies. China produces more wind turbines and solar panels than each year than any other country in the world. One big contradiction which refuses to be placed in a box. In China you will find all extremes, but that's all part of the challenge and adventure of doing business here. Be patient and have fun.